The CQC inspector is waiting in the reception area. You go to log into your compliance system to pull the required evidence, but you hit a wall. You are waiting for a verification text, and that text is currently pinging the mobile phone of an IT consultant who left your organization 6 months ago. To a regulator, this is a severe governance failure. If management cannot control who has access to sensitive systems, the integrity of the data inside those systems is compromised. It directly threatens your well-led rating before the inspector even reviews a single policy. The Care Quality Commission is transitioning its assessment frameworks to sector-specific models, but regardless of the exact framework, their standard remains constant. Care providers must be able to instantly produce reliable evidence of how they operate. We are going to solve this access problem and build a controlled environment for your records. In 4 steps, you will learn how to stop relying on shared login codes and construct a secure digital evidence locker using Microsoft 365. Regulatory compliance cannot be scrambled together the night before an inspection. It requires an accessible, embedded system that works effortlessly every single day. Step 1 is fixing identity. You need to eliminate shared logins, like admin@carehome.co.uk. Every person who accesses your data needs their own individual user account, with administrative roles delegated only to specific staff members. This animation shows the Microsoft 365 Admin Center, where authentication is switched to the Microsoft Authenticator app. Text messages can be intercepted, delayed, or sent to the wrong device. The Authenticator app ties access directly to the user's verified smartphone. This individual setup satisfies the core of digital governance. When an inspector asks who approved a specific incident report, the system log shows exactly who took the action and precisely when they took it. True accountability starts at the login screen. Without secure individual identities, the integrity of all your subsequent regulatory evidence is in question. Step 2 is organizing all of the evidence. We build a controlled policy library inside SharePoint. This acts as the single central hub for all approved materials. We structure this library directly against the CQC's 5 key questions. You create dedicated folders labeled safe, effective, caring, responsive, and well-led. Compare the messy local drive on the left, full of confusing titles like Safeguarding Policy 2026 Final 2, with the clean SharePoint library on the right. SharePoint uses version history, meaning previous drafts are retained automatically behind a single clean document title. You then configure the permissions so a small number of authorized managers have editing rights, while the wider frontline workforce only has permission to read the finalized policies. Strict version control eliminates file name chaos. It guarantees that when a staff member opens a document, they are following the current authoritative guidance. Step 3 moves us away from static data collection. Instead of keeping isolated Excel spreadsheets on individual laptops, you transition your incident and compliance registers into centralized Microsoft lists. Here we see how fast data capture can be. A frontline staff member completes a daily safety check using Microsoft Forms on their mobile device. That submission instantly populates as a new row on a desktop Microsoft list, complete with a verified timestamp. Next, we layer Power Automate onto the system. It continuously scans the review dates in your list and sends an automated alert to the responsible manager before a policy or action becomes overdue. This interconnected setup creates a highly visible audit trail. You can trace a clear path from a recorded problem to a documented management decision, all the way to verified completion. Digital automation does not replace managerial accountability. It makes that accountability incredibly difficult to forget. Step 4 is presentation. When the CQC assessor arrives, you need a strategy to display this accumulated evidence securely without exposing your entire back-end system. This dialog box shows how to generate a secure, view-only SharePoint link specifically for the inspector. You select specific people, uncheck Allow Editing, and secure the data further by toggling on the Block Download feature. Before you generate that secure link, run through a digital housekeeping protocol. This graphic shows a checklist of essential tasks to complete, including verifying owner tags, checking expiry dates, and archiving any old versions. Controlling the inspector's access view serves a dual purpose. It protects sensitive patient data and internal drafts, while projecting total organizational competence to the regulator. Adjona Technology helps small charities, care providers, and growing businesses make Microsoft 365 safer, clearer, and easier to govern. Visit adjona.com to start a practical conversation. You have now transitioned from a vulnerable system relying on former employees' text messages to a structured automated evidence library aligned directly with CQC standards. The broader impact goes beyond regulatory inspections. Because the evidence is centralized and properly governed, your organization's operational memory remains intact, even if a key registered manager unexpectedly leaves. Achieving this level of digital maturity secures your daily operations. It builds lasting business resilience into the foundation of your care service. Adjona Technology helps small charities, care providers, and growing businesses make Microsoft 365 safer, clearer, and easier to govern. Visit adjona.com to start a practical conversation.